You're probably asking yourself, what does playing the slots have to do with football?
18 in the slot.
Talk about trusting your receiver in the slot, Justin Jefferson.
Just so happens the slot has become one of the most valuable pieces of real estate on the field.
Hey, he's at be alert for 11 in the slot.
With the increase of RPOs, with so much 11 personnel, so many teams going to heavy pass, you have to utilize a defensive back who can stop the run, but also be in position to cover a slot receiver. You're talking about the quickest, shiftiest guys inside the formation that can make plays on short passes.
That slot corner, that's a tough spot to play.
Coverage, zone, man, blitz, tackling, in the box, linebacker, DB, you got to be able to do it all.
They get a sack again, and it's Kenny Moore one more time.
And I think the most important trait for that is your brain.
Joe Burrow first read is to the slot side.
In motion, Chase. Burrow deals to Chase, and Chase is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Diagnosed perfectly by the rookie DeJean.
I think that slot receiver has evolved over the years. You see a lot of the smaller, quicker guys. Now you're seeing some bigger guys. You're seeing what people are calling the vertical slot. It is a different world in there.
Mike Hilton's our starting nickel, and he's tough. He's got a high football IQ. He's a great tackler.
And the best slot corner in the National Football League, Mike Hilton.
It wasn't a specific position when I first came out. It was like, all right, you're either the third corner or third safety trying to play dime or something like that. Look, you got to cover somebody in the slot for matchups. But now, you ask rookies coming in, hey, what position you play? They say, oh, yeah, I just play nickel.
A spectacular interception by Lenore. What a play by the Hyena. All-pro Hyena.
We watched Devin Witherspoon get drafted to the Seahawks, and he comes in, and he's coming up with sacks. He's coming up with big hits. You just want a guy in that spot who's a football player.
Hurts is in trouble and sacks. It's Alontae Taylor.
That spot can't be for everybody. Every corner cannot play nickel. It has to be a certain kind of guy.
The nickel's coming.
Some defenses call him the nickel. We call him the star.
CeeDee Lamb gets undercut by D. Alford.
Usually those guys got to have a little bit of increased toughness. Those guys got to have a little bit of more short space quickness.
Down goes Kelsey.
And sometimes you can make those guys your major playmakers.
Alford's in the slot, and he never saw him coming.
One of the biggest playmakers of Super Bowl 58 was Chiefs slot defender Trent McDuffie.
You look at what they were able to do from a scheme standpoint in the Super Bowl.
Purdy's in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it incomplete. McDuffie with terrific coverage.
Trent McDuffie making play after play for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a special position that I think only a few guys can play.
Play of the game, a third and long 4. And they blitzed, and they forced the incompletion. McDuffie.
I just think when you play the slot, there's just different body types that go in the slot. You might have a tight end standing up or a little jitterbug type receiver.
Mooney, he's hit and taken down. What a play by Keyshawn Nixon.
You got to be fearless.
Your slot defender, you plug him anywhere in his defense, he can get the job done. And those guys, they've become really special in our league. And for me as a former DB, it's a lot of fun to see.
We are seeing Brian Branch play one unbelievable game. When you have a safety that can play in the slot and make plays like that, that is one of the best players in the NFL.
Player, man. You make it hard, though.